I skipped 4, thought I was going to do a front flip.
No.
I'm like this. I landed, and my master brake cylinder main brake line broke.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm over here with Aaron from EST FAB, and we are in, man, we're in a beautiful place. Is this Apple Valley?
Apple Valley.
Is this county part, or is this like?
This is the street before Lucerne, put it that way.
Street before Lucerne. Dude, this place is beautiful, guys. Look at this backdrop back here. We got Big Bear right here. Absolutely gorgeous, dude. So this is Aaron's shop, man. This is where all the magic happens. Lots of cool stuff going on over here. Aaron's going to take us through this thing. I've known him for a few years now. We met through Morgan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, and he's actually wearing MCD right there.
Yes, sir.
The shop has been around for how many years now?
I think professionally, I think I'm at I think I'm on year 7, going into year 7.
It's getting windy over here. Let's head inside.
Yeah.
Let's head inside.
I was doing grocery store carpentry, cabinets, decor for the most part, finished carpentry, and I rode dirt bikes my whole life. Went to Glamis all the time, and trucks was the next best thing when I got my my driver's license. So got an F-150, got into that, and it was my hobby. And I started doing my truck, and it led to me building my friends' trucks in the garages and stuff like that.
So are you from San Dimas area, Laverne, right?
Yeah, I'm from Laverne.
That's where you're from, right?
Grew up in Laverne, and then came up here in 08 because I was a bad kid and my dad was smart. And he put me in the middle of nowhere where I can ride my dirt bike and build off-road trucks in the near future, I guess.
Dude, that's awesome. There's a lot of similarities, right? I'm sure you guys can identify with that, man. Dirt bikes keep you out of trouble.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Good grades. That's the only reason I kept my bike, because I kept a 2.0 at a minimum.
Dude, do your parents know my mom? Because that sounds about right.
Yeah, they might.
Wait, did you guys have those similar experiences? Let us know, man. No, that's awesome, man. So you guys moved up to Hesperia, or?
My parents live on Phelan side, so middle of nowhere. So I was just riding my dirt bike all the time. And,
I love that side.
It's nice over there.
Yeah, Nick Hill and Ken and Devin,
Yep.
Dude, they actually took us on some trails out there. Epic,
dude. Did they
absolutely epic, dude.
Hill climb's the best.
Yeah, there's like 3 trails.
Yeah.
Some pretty cool like whipped out sections up here.
So you got to ride out there?
Yeah, I would come home from my one day of school and I would just start riding, and then I would go to work, and then future after I got out of school, I would go to work, and on the weekend I'd come home, I'd tear my truck apart for 3 days, rush it back together, and I would drive my truck to work for a few years as I was building it. And then
so what was that truck?
That was the best platform in my personal preference, or opinion, should I say, the 9703. It was a 99 F-150.
Hell yeah.
Best kit on it, H&M. Definitely a top-notch kit.
Was it the Gen 1 kit or the Gen 2?
It was technically the Gen 1 kit. I didn't have the billet uppers, and I had the spindles I had were the factory snouts with the bearings that are like that big.
Dude, I think that's the kit that I have on the Super Crew.
You got to grease them every 2,000 miles if you have 37s.
It is pretty sketchy, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they got the science down after that.
Oh yeah, and that kit, I mean, I just had some Atlas leaf springs I bought off like Craigslist for like $150 on the back, and it followed, but the truck did what I wanted it to, and it never fell apart, and it never bent the frame. So, do
you have any like pictures or videos of that thing?
I actually do. Funny you say that. Pre-Terra. When DA was out there,
yes.
When Beth was even out there, Morgan had Beth out there,
yeah.
Black Widow event out there. When Orange Truck Chris jumped the OBS and the ice chest flew out.
Oh my God, dude, that was an epic day. It was the day in the dirt.
Day in the dirt. There you go.
Yeah, dude, that was the day. Oh my God, we met Pre-Ran Dan that day. I met Morgan that day and Taylor. I met Danny Giannini that day.
Yep, he was out there.
Dude, a bunch of them.
Johnny Branch was out there.
Dude, so many homies, man. So cool, man.
And it's funny too because before everyone, all the big names had come to the wash jump, we were out there hitting it.
Marcel
was out there in the Cat Eye, the Chevy.
Dude, Marcel. Dude, we gotta find that footage, dude.
I got it. I'd have to dig, but I got all of it. I was out there all day long.
Yeah.
And like I'm watching these guys rip, and I'm like, dude, my H&M kit can do it. So I'd like go do the wash jump. Luckily, me being young and having a long travel truck, you know, you guys came out with the drone, and I'm like, I'm getting in with these guys.
Let's go.
Like an idiot. And I went to go for it. First jump, I came down and I hit the whoops going down to like go turn around and hit the jump.
Yeah.
I hit the first whoop. I skipped 4, thought I was going to do a front flip.
No.
And I'm like this. I landed and my master brake cylinder main brake line broke and I could not jump. And I think that might have saved my life because I was going to go.
You were ready.
I was going for it, dude.
You were going to clear that entire tabletop and land in the whoops.
Dude, factory freaking lift shocks in the back on leaf springs. I was going for it, and I'm glad I didn't.
Dude, you know, it's camera balls. I don't know if I could say balls on
most
YouTube.
definitely. Most definitely.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah, and I mean, I was on that change video, dude. That was repeat. It just was like throwback, and it's like that was the fuel, and like then you see it in front of you, like, you know, flash forward, and I'm like, oh, it's right here.
It's happening now.
You know, it was. I think that was me taking the first full leap just into the industry.
Yeah, man. You know,
go after it,
dude. Black Widow, I know, was part of that event. I think it was like SoCal Off Road or SoCal something.
Yeah.
I forgot who it was, but I think they helped put it on.
It was like a truck show.
Yeah, it was like a meet.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, dude? Like, those events are what keep this whole thing going. So let's get into it. So that was that when you started your shop, or
so pretty much at that
shortly
point,
after? Or?
Yeah, not too long after that. I decided that I mean, I like doing carpentry. It's fun too. I just like niche stuff and messing with just making stuff. It's always cool. And I decided, you know, I kept building my truck, and all my buddies were like, hey, do this for me, do that for me. And I'm like, okay. And one day I'm just like, you know, I have my DMs and my friends, and I make a list, and I guess you would say like a financial list, and how much money it could be if doing it all. And I'm like, dude, that's more than I make doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And, you know, God bless my parents. I said, hey, I'm going to use the garage, you know.
That's
you know, I literally started with a grinder, which is still my most used tool, and no backing, and just, you know, 18-hour days solid, just learning this by hand. By trial and error, by mistakes. We all make them, and here I am, 6-7 years later, you know.
Let's go with some full builds on the roster.
Crazy. In hindsight, like, I love doing what I'm doing, but I'm just showing up and building cool trucks and having fun and meeting awesome people. I never intended, or should I say projected, to get this far. You know, I didn't know where it was taking me. I was just build after build after build, just doing what I loved. And I mean, you know, then Carissa got pregnant, and I'm like, dude, that was it. I started taking business serious because I wasn't, I don't know it. I'm learning all this by hand. You know, I'm learning it all trial and error, and I'm not a business guy. I'm a worker. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, I just sit here and I work, and that's my problem solving, not running business.
We were kind of talking about that. You know, I think first of all, hats off to everybody who started in their garage. That's freaking amazing.
Amen.
I think that's a story we hear a lot with a lot of the guys, you know, like Aaron, and you know, finding that passion and that drive in that community is a big thing. So for everybody watching here, thank you guys. If you guys have started in the garage or know anybody else, man, shout them out right here. We want to see who else is out there.
And if you're thinking about it, do it. Don't overthink it. I pulled a truck in and I said, I'm going to do this, and I figured it out, and you just keep going and just keep going. I mean, I'm a nobody, you know. I started not even ever in this industry.
You started as one, but I mean, everybody does, right? I mean, but look at you, man.
Literally.
You know? You're killing it.
And everyone trips when I say I've never worked in an off-road shop. I mean, this is all literally fun. So, I mean, if you're going to do it, go for it.
I love it, Aaron.
Go for it.
I love it, dude. Hell yeah, man. Well, very cool, dude. I'm pumped. Maybe I might start. No, I'm terrible. I'm not touching anything. I can't. I'm going to stick to this stuff. But that's why I have good friends like Aaron, you know? So, dude, tell us a little about the shop. What kind of tools do you use? What projects are you working on? What's coming up? Lead the way.
So, pretty much, you know, after I had my other shop, you guys have been to it. I moved. We purchased a home, some land, had the shop on it. And I learned the rough transition of moving my life while keeping the business running.
Wow.
You know, while being back to a one-man shop, going from two.
No pause.
No slow down. I took 1 month off, and that was the first month we had the house, and it was literally getting the shop set up. Like, the lift came with the shop when we bought the house. I put my tagging, I took it out of my old shop because that's just my mural, and
I love it. That's the EST right there,
yeah,
man.
and I've had it, and I enjoy looking at it. So I'm like, I'm taking my plywood, and
Cool.
it took me a month to set the place up to be operable, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, from there, I tried to pick back up and realized that time wasn't on my side, and 20-hour days just endless to get back out of where I was with what I was left with. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, it's good for people to hear that. I mean, this is real life. It's not always the highlight reel.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
There's a lot of ups and downs to this, you know.
And there's and the hardships, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, this is my problem," or "This happened." It's like, you go from a fully functioning just shop that's cranking out, and you're in that mentality of just always getting trucks in and out, and doing the best you can, and knocking it out of the park. And when you're in that speed, and then life takes that step, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna transition over here. Your mentality is go, 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 and you need to actually step back and be like, okay, I need to slow down and do this correctly.
Yeah.
We've been here for a year now, and I will say, I think about 2 months ago, I finally stepped back. I walked away for 2 days, and I said, I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong, because the work is not the hard part. It's the
balance, right?
It's the balance. The daughter growing up, thankfully I see her every day, and they get to come out here and hang out with me. But it's more so like booking correctly, ordering parts, going to pick parts up, going to do this, going to do that. It's 5 jobs in one on my side. So finding the management of doing all of that correctly leads to trucks actually getting progression done to them.
Right.
Learn it the hard way naturally.
Yeah, man. I mean, everything takes time to learn, and you have to reset.
Yeah.
You have to reset sometimes and restart, bro.
You have to.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm happy to hear that it sounds like you're ready to rip, and you're on track right now. Yep. And so, what are your big goals right now with the shop, or did you want to share maybe like some tools that you utilize?
Yeah, let's go garage guys, dude. Look at this. All the tables here are all made in the shop, and there's not much of anything in here. To be honest, you go look at FAB shops, and it's like you got your bender, your roller, your spring compressor that's relatively new. I have a snap-on box because I figured I can't afford to build a truck while run a company or grow my company. So I'm going to have a snap-on toolbox because it is my truck right now.
It's necessary.
It is, man. Yeah. And that's a breath. That's hard work right there. So it is stupid and overpriced. That's up to your own discretion. But
no, dude.
This all comes back to every tool I've purchased and slaved for, but it's also tenfold given me back more than I ever paid for it. So
for sure,
this is bare minimum shop. Everything is literally made by hand.
Man.
Formed. Whatever we do is by grinder. Grinder. The little press metal, whatever. The press for the jack, the actual jack stand. However, you don't need all these crazy tools, because what I've learned is, like, I went and helped a buddy at a shop, and there was fancy tools, and I'm like, dude, how do you use this thing?
Yeah.
And they're laughing at me, and I'm like, dude, give me a grinder and watch.
Let's go.
And they're like, really? And I'm like, it's what I know, So
that's sick, dude. That's great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's only going to make life easier if you end up acquiring some of those bigger tools in the future.
Yeah.
But being able to like manipulate the metal and chop things up, using the basics is where it's at.
Of course, and it's and something I actually get a joy of, like all the frame overlay plates. Any plate work we do is cut by hand, formed by hand.
Sick.
And something that I try to explain to everyone is like, oh, get a plasma table. It's on my list. I'll get one. Yeah. But I think I more so enjoy cutting the plates, because like that's my way of bonding with your truck. Like you're not gonna pull the truck in and be like, okay, here, I need this. You're not gonna not get update pictures. Like I'm very in depth with my builds, and I want you to be like, you come in here and you leave my friend.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's cool, man.
Whether you come back to me or not, I want it to be an experience, and the way I do that is I put my time and my hand crafting into your vehicle. That's my way of showing you I'm appreciative for giving me the opportunity.
That's wonderful, dude. Dude, I mean, that sounds like a sick ass experience, dude. I love it.
It
man.
is, like
well,
this
hell
guy.
Yeah.
I met him 8 months ago, and now he's one of my really good friends.
Heck yeah.
Simple as that. Good dude, and this industry's full of them. So you never stop meeting cool people who just want to do hood rat stuff with their other friends.
Did you guys do the Step Brothers? Did we become best friends, Rich?
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
We did.
Hell yeah.
I had a twisted tea and he had a beer, and I'm like, did we just become best friends?
Right on.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. So what's the plans with this thing, man?
So we just put a LSK install or a LSK race kit, 2-wheel drive. His truck's 4-wheel.
Okay.
So we left the differential in there. It's gonna go to our buddy Chris over at Max Trans to get the trans beefed up and all that stuff. So
Right on.
the front diff's in there. So I actually drew. I thought it was pretty funny, and it took him a minute to catch it, but where the drive shaft go or the axle shafts go, I drew a Bluetooth mark right there. You know, because they're literally Bluetooth shafts. You know.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we had to go
That's how it's connected. We got it.
Yeah,
got
we had
it.
to go full SEMA, you know, get a little bit of flavor in there.
Dude, I love it, dude. I love it.
But,
and for those of you that don't know, SEMA has a lot of things that are missing on vehicles when they go in there.
Yeah.
That's where the Bluetooth stuff comes from. But yeah, very cool. So what's the plan again with this thing? You guys are gonna.
I just finished the front. We did Izzy's inner fenders. We did
Okay.
steering rack kit. Anything pretty much Izzy for the GMT 900s is you know, the way to go. All great parts, great dude.
We love you, Izzy.
Most definitely.
What up, Izzy?
That's the homie right there.
Oh, and from LSK. What up, Doug? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Doug's one of the
Yes,
homies
sir.
over there.
So this one, he's like, oh, you know, I want to do this. So now we're cutting his cross members off because he wants the fabricated ones from Izzy.
Okay.
Then we're going to do a bumper, bypasses. He'll end up getting a custom cage. He already bought Izzy's short course link.
Nice.
Camber axle, I think the next couple of weeks or something. And he'll get the suspension done. Then we're going to go custom cage on it.
Well, right on.
So,
Hell yeah.
This will be you know, wait for all the parts. Of course, I always come with the parts first.
Right.
It's just here because I have the Second Amendment to protect it, and he doesn't really care for his neighborhood. So
there you go. There you go.
You know, we bought land, and I don't mind looking at beautiful trucks.
Yeah, there we go,
not
dude.
bad.
I love it.
It's not bad, you know. So
That's wonderful. I love
Yeah.
it, dude. Hell yeah. Very cool. You want to move on to the next one?
yeah, so this is the blue one. This is my pride and joy. Awesome guy, Anthony, the owner. You know, this truck originally came in here for the LSK race kit install and a bed cage. You know, simple as that. And he dropped it off and in my old shop a few months after I got it, and we went over everything, kind of looked at it, and this truck is what you call the snowball effect.
Yeah.
You know, it came in for just that, and he's like, hey, dude, can we cage it? I'm like, absolutely, you're already in the shop. Why not? You know,
Yeah.
let's go.
Raise your hand if you guys are familiar with the snowball effect.
Yeah. Hey, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. But you know, I have taken some learning lessons from it. And
Yeah.
one of the things is, you know, I didn't know how busy I was at the time, so I'm like, yeah, let's add it. You know, and it's a blessing in disguise because, you know, then you forget, like, I had too much going on, and I'm like, yeah, let's keep doing it. So you know, all of the long time and countless hours I have into this thing are on me because, you know, I didn't really know how to run my business. And all honesty, that's just what it comes down to.
Yeah,
And, you know, he's
Learning
also
experience
like
for everyone.
yeah, most definitely, it really is.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the hard lesson, and that's the way you learn it. And it's the best way to retain it because you know not to come back to what you did prior. You know.
Right.
And, you
Well,
know-
that's cool, man. That you have, you know, a client that's also learning the snowball lesson.
Yeah.
Well, you're learning the shop snowball lesson, right?
100%.
Everybody's learning.
You know, and he's also smart because at the end of the day, you know, it's like, hey, you want to do this? And he's like, yes, we need that. All the parts that really matter on this thing, this truck's brand new front to back. I mean, It came to me first bone stock truck, factory wheels, factory head unit.
Dude,
First
that's
stock
sick.
truck ever. And like everything has a leveling kit, rims, tires, whatever. You know, bone stock.
You're wanting to make this thing perfect.
Yeah, so like pretty much, I mean, you know, all of it, I've learned so much on just this truck. I'm like, hey, you want to try this? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. You know, and I'm like, it's something new I want to try. You know, I'm not saying he's a test dummy, but I wouldn't do something if I wasn't comfortable going for it. And,
Yeah, for sure, man.
And the guy's he's like, dude, just beyond stoked. And like, that's all I care about. But,
Let's go, man.
you know, the hard part about it, my side is like ADHD. You focus heavy on some things that you shouldn't, and it distracts you.
Right.
I get anxiety trying to like make things so perfect. I'll spend 8 hours on something I know I can do in 2, and it's just like I've done it multiple times, and it drags out. You know.
Right.
Learning experience.
Learning curves,
All
bro.
of the
Learning.
above, man.
So this is the first full build over here at EST. And I see you guys got a rad caging name. What cage is this?
That's actually Izzy's cage. I sell a lot of Izzy product. If
Let's
you don't
go,
know,
man.
If you can't notice, just like behind everywhere in the shop, everything that when it comes to these, because this is the hot platform. I mean,
Yeah, dude, this is a
makes the
great
best
platform.
parts, you know?
So it sounds like Aaron is like another Chevy shop. You know what I mean? Building a lot of Chevy stuff.
Ford by nature, but you know, this is what we build.
Don't forget, he wants to plug that in there. Ford by nature. If you guys have a 97 to 03 F-150, I'm sure he would love to take something like that on. But it looks like he's killing it on some of the Chevy stuff for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Nice, dude. Dang. So this is this a Izzy back half?
No, this is this is all custom. This is
okay.
All you know, handmade, hand bent, all that stuff. It's
Dude, I love it.
He wanted a certain look, so you know, I did what I could to execute what he was going for, and you know, when time came, he's like, dude, it's perfect. I'm like, I actually like it because there's a couple things that I'm kind of weird on, and I think it comes back to carpentry, but like this is a first in so many design features. Like if you look from the tube, like you can see right here, like normally from this tube right here, I always like this void right here. It has always just bugged me. I don't know why. So when I build my bed cages, I come as far out as I can, and then I cut inward. Okay. I think it's just proportion, like filling the void, you know? So personally, like, I guess it's something that just catches my eye. So I tend to not do it. And I did it on this one. And honestly, I'm stoked with how it came out.
I think this looks amazing.
I blew myself out of the, I blew my own expectations out of the water.
I love it, dude. This is going to be a great platform to showcase your guys' work. I mean, I love how you guys kept the bed going and everything. And I mean, it looks like you guys are getting pretty close to this thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, the back's been done. The bed's 360 degrees.
Let's go.
Line. This is bolt-on rack, so when he wants to use his truck bed that is still here, just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and use it for a truck. He still can, because I'm a truck bed guy. I got dirt bikes, and that matters. So you know, you can pop the cap off to get to his fuel pump instead of dropping the cradle. Make it easy.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, access panels, and then like a big first for me was like something like sheet metal. This is one of my first real sheet metal jobs, and I mean, it's the gas filler neck, you know, but it blends in, and
clean.
I wanted it to look like it was part of the bed, you know. I spent 2 days on that little piece of metal right there.
But all the learning, man, it's like, you know, the thing is, you know, Aaron's saying he spent 2 days on it, but now he knows, right? You know, it's a learning experience. You're going to school.
Yeah,
100%. You know what I mean? That's 100%. Sick.
It's expensive school, but you know what? It's it gives you a humble sense of success, should I say? You know,
love it.
It's different when you can kind of I don't want to say wing it, because it sounds unprofessional, but like when you just go for it and you can execute it in what you think is proper and or working function, and it works.
You're sending it.
You know,
Fabrication send.
100%, dude. You just gotta go for it, man.
Hell yeah, very good, man, very good. Well, dude, I'm stoked for you on this one, man. This thing's gonna be rad. Very cool.
Yeah, she'll
we got to get the Terra Cruise steering wheel on this thing, though, man. We got to tell him.
Dude,
that would be rad.
We had this one for a minute, and then you guys dropped that. Even he said something.
By the way, Terra Cruise steering wheels are out right now. Yeah. They're freaking rad. Check it out. No, honestly, we're super stoked to put that thing out. It was something we've been wanting to do for a while. Yeah. We're going to do some more in the future, but we got them in deep dish and flat now. Go check it out. Sorry, shameless plug. Sorry. Okay, back to the episode.
Handle it. I'll promote it too.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. So tell us about this thing. What's this?
So this is one of my good buddies. Came in with I built his. He's actually, you know, that I thank him, because he's one of the trucks. He was my second truck on the leap of faith.
Wow.
You know, of garage fab going for it, and he had already had the LSK kit up front installed. And it was pretty much just a bro runner, and he wanted a bed cage, and he's like, yo, can you do it? I'm like, yeah, like, let's go.
Yeah. You
know, so I built him a bed cage. I did a C-notch. I did a leaf over Atlas pack, which I have like...
Is that still there?
No, it's not. So
okay.
He's on phase 2. Well, technically, he's on phase 2, 3, whatever it may be at this point.
Yeah.
But he's
of the snowball effect.
Of the snowball effect, yes.
Snowball syndrome.
Yeah, the syndrome, dude. It's a bad case. Don't catch it, because you know, it gets expensive, I hear.
Yeah, dude, for reals.
But I built his bed cage in the garage, and you know, here he is. 5 years later, he's like, "Hey, we're gonna short course it." I'm like, "You need a cage. He's a good driver."
Yeah. At that point, you're going that fast. You got to get a cage.
Dude, and like when we finished his bed cage and we went ripping around my parents' house, and Like I get weird when I'm not in control of a vehicle.
Of course.
The whole time I'm like, dude, he's that good of a driver.
Yeah.
He really is. So I'm like,
that makes me feel that way. You know, I feel the same way too. Like I've been blessed and fortunate enough to be able to ride in different people's vehicles, and I don't take that for granted. It's awesome. I'm very grateful. But I will tell you this. I get scared, bro. Like, and I get scared, dude, because you know, it's like, and then people get kind of brave to you. So I'm like, no, like, just chill, we're good. Person who's probably scared me the most is Ken Knudsen.
I can see it
in the Chevy.
I can see it. That guy's full send,
dude.
I can see it.
I've been scared before. Darren's taken me on some awesome rides. I've been on some really great rides with a lot of the boys. But yeah, Ken is like, that fool has like an on and off switch. Anyways, back to this truck.
Yeah, most definitely.
So now what happened since then? You brought it back in. You said you're gonna do the cage, and now what?
So originally, we throw the cage in it, and we were gonna do a short course, and I'm like, well, for this much money, we can just go with the back half, and he's like, okay, well, let's just do that,
right?
Because he's already missing his middle step,
right?
And I'm like, you're gonna cut it all off later and do a back half. Why spend the money twice?
Yeah.
So he's like, dude, let's go for it. I'm like, okay. So originally the cage is actually a TE Designs cage.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we used the roof and the back wall of it. I changed everything inside to, my design. The dash is like radius perfect to the cabin, welded to it.
Nice.
But we utilized the roof and the back wall so we could use a back half. The back half, their cage, the back half, it's a great design, but it's bang for your buck, man. It's efficient. Custom work is expensive.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm not a salesman. I'm someone who wants to see them out in the desert.
You want to see it go. Yeah,
I do.
So this is a TE Designs back half?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's all TE Designs back half, welded ready. The chassis has been done for a minute. So now this is where the snowball effect fell in. I had a 5-7 truck shop on the last one. So I had the space to keep the trucks in and out and make the money and have a couple trucks sit while we collect parts.
As somebody who's building a truck, dude, we save money in between these things.
That's what you do.
Right? And constantly, all right, I'm going to save this much this month, and I could buy that thing,
100%. As you can
you
see,
keep it going,
brand new,
Right,
you just got it. We went into this like, oh yeah, he's on his third set of coilovers because we've changed up so much. He bought Izzy's links and pivots, and he just got the axle. He's going 18.25 coilover and a 20-inch 4-tube 4.0 bypass. So
nice.
He's like, dude,
he's ready to rip, dude.
Yeah, going all out. I'm like, cool. So we wait on parts here and there, but I know I'm not going to come back and be like, we got to change the shock mounts now. Like he's going, this is it, So until then, and then it's beauty stuff, which is always ever changing. So
right.
It's
well, very cool, man. I'm stoked. I can't wait to see what you guys end up doing with this thing. Please, Aaron, let us know as these builds wrap up. Yeah, we'd love to give these trucks a built to destroy, and I'm sure you guys would appreciate that too. We're not far from Lucerne.
Prime land.
So, we're literally, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
25-ish?
Cougar Buttes, 23 minutes. I've timed it.
Dudes. Yeah.
Right
So unfortunately, Aaron's going to be seeing us a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Totally fine.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for sharing this thing, man. Yeah. All right, dudes. So this was...
look away now.
I just told Aaron, dude, you're talking to a few thousand people right now, man. Dude, honestly, Aaron's good people, man. He's one of the boys. We're very proud to, have him have this skull in here. Makes us proud, right? Even him saying that one of his friends has one of the TC steering wheels on the truck is
support those who support you.
We appreciate that like crazy. When we see a sticker on a car, like my wife's calling me or she is calling me, my mom's sending me a picture and we send it to all of the homies, right? Like it's kind of like a nerdy thing we do, but it really makes us excited. And it just means that people are out there trying to have fun and live outside the box, go outside with their friends, do some cool stuff. And I think Aaron is encompassing all of that. You hear the passion in his voice about building and doing all these things and, learning along the way. It's a special thing, man. So if you guys come to EST, don't mess around. All right. Don't be freaking trying to if you're coming around to EST, we want to hear that you're coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I honestly shop around. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is people are getting weird in the DMs.
Yeah, function over fashion, man. Not
Weird.
no fashion statements here.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just send
I
it.
want to see him dirty, and I want to see him off the ground.
Let's go. Let's go. I like the way this guy thinks. But hey, Aaron, thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
For having me out. Thank you guys for checking out this episode. If you guys have any questions for Aaron, you guys can hit him up through Instagram. Chevy House with a Chevy heart. I mean, with a Ford heart, I
Yes,
guess.
sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
All right,
well,
brother.
we have straight frames.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right, guys. We'll see you guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. We'll see you guys around. Later.